Welcome to Sunday Scaries, where we talk about scary, spooky, true crime things that happened in real life at work. The one with the disembodied voice. We've come to believe a terrible accident took place during the building of our coffee shop. The first time I noticed anything, I was in the lobby alone, no customers, all coworkers in the back room, and I heard a man ask, "Where are my hands?" I nearly peed my pants. Since then, every now and then, weird things will happen. We'll hear someone asking for help or saying, "Hello, hello." No one is in the store. There have been multiple times I'm in the back alone washing dishes. I see something move out of the corner of my eye or hear something fall or shuffle. I'll check and no one will be there. We'll hear the bell of our door opening, but no one is there. I definitely don't enjoy my shifts when something like that happens. Francisca, barista for major coffee chain in Washington. The one with the creepy people just out of sight. I was in field service as a technician, so I traveled a lot. This was a customer that I was dispatched to in Texas. I flew in and arrived late on Friday, so I had to go in on Saturday. When I arrived, I noticed that there weren't many cars in the parking lot. The business was closed and had someone waiting on me that morning to let me in, and he left there alone. It's a large building about the size of 1.5 football fields. It has about 5 fans on the long walls with loose slats on the outside to blow out hot air, but let cold air in. I started up the machine and got to work. I didn't notice anything at first, but kept having a strange feeling that someone or a few people were there. I even went out to check the parking lot a few times. At about noon, the guy that let me in came by and asked if I wanted to go to lunch. I told him that I was fine and continued working after he gave me his number to call when I was close to being done. Shortly after he left, I started hearing footsteps all around me, like people casually walking down aisles but stopping as soon as I got near the few times I would investigate. I smoke, so I was outside almost hourly, and it was a calm and cool day without any wind. It wasn't footsteps, I started hearing the slats moving about as if there was wind. I couldn't get a good look from outside because of the fans, and it just looked as if the wind was causing them to flap, but I walked out and there wasn't any wind. Not a single leaf on the trees was moving. When I came back inside, they would stay quiet for a short while and then start again until I would go outside to check. This happened about 10 times or so. The creepiest part of being there was seeing what appeared to be people walk past my equipment in my peripheral vision, but when I would turn around, there was no one there. I had about 4 or 5 of those experiences. I called the guy around 5 and told him that I was done. He came in and he locked the place up. I didn't think about it at the time, but I remember that he wouldn't come inside. Carlos, then a field service technician for a laser company. The one with the phones ringing ominously. In our old office, if you worked past 9 p.m., sometimes the printer would just start printing stuff and you'd be the only one there. Phones would ring and ring, but when you answer, no one's there. Lights flashing on the intercom, but no one was around. Those were some dicey nights. Karen, then in sales for Mongoose Publishing. The one with the noises downstairs that can't be explained. The food kitchen at the restaurant where I work is downstairs. We stopped serving food around 10, but we're still open till midnight. When I was closing up a few years ago, I was minding my own business when I started hearing what sounded like pots and pans clanging. I assumed the kitchen boys were still there, so I went down to see what all the commotion was about. When I got down there, the lights were off and they had left for the night. Needless to say, I ran back upstairs and waited for the arrival of a regular to calm my nerves. When I mentioned it to the other regulars and our nighttime cleaning man, they corroborated my story and said that they had also had strange experiences in the restaurant at night. Amy Espic, a restaurant server.